Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Warner Brothers is sick and tired of having streaming sand kicked in its face as Village Roadshow heads back to the court docket to further push ASAP on the breach of contract lawsuit the longtime financier of tentpole flicks filed against the Warner Media owned studio over box office disappointment, The Matrix Resurrections. WB have made a rare move to pull back the veil themselves. After the usual dry corporate statement they issued last week, a Warner Brothers spokesperson Monday took the white gloves off. Village actions have been duplicitous and this dispute is equally contrived. Village was happy to have their name on the credits of the film, traveled to the world premiere in San Francisco, and held themselves out to the media as producers on the film. But they have now reneged on their contractual obligation to pay their share of the cost of the film. It is notable that throughout 2021, we reached mutually acceptable agreements on all films in the 2021 slate to provide additional compensation to talent and our partners in light of our day and date release strategy during the C-19 pandemic. The only exception was Village, which refused to honor its commitment to pay their share of production costs, rejecting the opportunity we offered to de-risk them from any financial underperformance. Instead, Village wanted to enjoy the benefit of publicly holding themselves out as co-owners and producers while preserving a free look at the ultimate outcome of the film performance without any financial investment on their part. This is not how we conduct business, certainly not with trusted partners. Maybe make that ex-trusted partners in what looks now like a death spiral to the more than 25-year-old lucrative relationship between WB and Village Roadshow. Warner Brothers has not yet filed any formal response to Village Roadshow's February 7th complaint, centering on the late 2020 Project Popcorn decision by the Jason Killer run company to pivot its 2021 slate to a hybrid strategy of streaming and cinemas because of the C-19 pandemic. Village Roadshow's 50-page filing blasts the deliberate and consistent coordinated efforts of WB to eviscerate the significant value of Village Roadshow's intellectual property, aka give us the money. WB's statement is not only untrue, it seeks to deflect attention from the core issues. States Village Roadshow outside counsel Diana Torres, Village Roadshow paid WB 4.5 billion dollars to produce and distribute 91 films. The Kirkland and Ellis LLP partner added, the complaint details a pattern of calculated conduct by WB designed to eviscerate Village Roadshow's rights to derivative works from those films as set forth in our ex parte application filed this morning. WB is in active development of several of those derivative works. Village Roadshow intends to ensure that WB complies with its contractual obligations and does no further damage to Village Roadshow's rights. This dispute belongs in arbitration, which we commenced before Village filed in court. WB's longtime outside attorney, Daniel Petroselli, told Deadline today Village has deliberately defied their contractual arbitration commitment in an attempt to carry out their public relations strategy. The O'Melveny and Myers LLP partner added, whatever the next significant move either side makes, the legal fight follows a period of significant changes at Village Roadshow. Late in 2020, following years of internal turmoil over the company's direction, a court approved the $440 million takeover of Village Roadshow by BGH Capital. The private equity firm's control follows several decades during which the company was run by the Kirby family in Australia. Village Roadshow Limited is a minority shareholder in Village Roadshow Entertainment Group. In 2018, former longtime Sony TV chief Steve Moscow landed at Village Roadshow as CEO of his entertainment group. Greg Basser, who founded the company's entertainment group and motion picture unit in the 1990s, departed at that time. Bruce Berman, who had been head of production at Warner Brothers during the heyday of co-CEOs Terry Semel and Bob Daly, stayed on for a time, reporting to Moscow, before exiting as chairman and CEO of Village Roadshow Pictures last fall, proving that timing can deal a cruel hand. Last week's lawsuit from Village Roadshow was followed 2 days later by the announcement that the Department of Justice Antitrust Division gave the green light to mega merger between Warner Media and Discovery. If Village Roadshow were hoping that taking their dispute with WB Public would force a quick settlement to avoid any delays in the merger, they may have overplayed their hand. And that's basically what happened and everything. Village Roadshow, basically, I believe, helped put out the movie Matrix Resurrections. I didn't see the movie yet. I'm going to watch it, but I knew it would be terrible once they said Morpheus, which is Lawrence Fishburne, the character that Lawrence Fishburne portrayed in the early trilogy, wasn't going to be a part of it. I knew it was bad. And then they had Keanu Reeves looking like John Wick. It's like, you got John, they should have called it John Wick in Matrix Resurrections, and I bet it would have been better. And they should have had Neo doing all type of awesome stuff. They should have extended the line. From what I heard, they didn't extend. They just basically redid everything and made Trinity and Neo the one. Like, without Trinity, Neo would not have been Neo. If she didn't say what she said in the first one where he was shot and died and then he came back to life, basically they're playing off of that. So in this case, Village Roadshow saw the disappointment. Of course it was disappointing. The movie was terrible. Everybody said it. Now, I'm not going along with everybody. This is me speaking from my point of view. Don't come blast me saying, you ain't watching, so what do you know? I know everybody that I've been around, they love what I love, and it's only a few things we don't like. But the one thing we all agree on is what a great movie's supposed to be. This movie underperformed because they took the soul out of what was Matrix. But Matrix, in my opinion, should have never been a trilogy. It should have been a one-time deal and move on. Because that's one of the movies where it's a hit or miss. You have one time, like, how can you expand on it? To me, they should have came out with a TV series and could have expanded on it. Because a TV series, you can actually explain more to a story than you can in a movie. Because in a movie, you only allotted a certain amount of time. That's just my opinion. Now, if you disagree, hey, that's cool. You know, give me the reason why you disagree. Give me the reason why it should have been that way. But Village Roadshow has to understand that now it's Warner Media. You know, if a movie underperforms, yeah, you're going to have to pay that back, buddy. Because Warner Brothers put their name on it. You know, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. So, tell me what you think about it. Tell me whose side you on. Thank you for listening. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Share this. Hit that notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you guys love what you hear, you can go to my description box, hit the link to my Cash App. You could donate $1 or donate $1 million, whatever you're willing to give, we accept. Like my boy Everyday Gaming 98 Christian would say, HD man, tell them to send you the check first when it's $1 million. Yeah, send the check if it's $1 million. Make sure you email me. And when the video goes live or it premieres, you guys can super chat. You guys can super chat. So thank you guys, man, for the love, blessings. We out. Deezy.